Slider này.
Good afternoon to all of you, respected chairperson, esteemed member in the dais and of the dais and all the participants. Today I am going to present on challenges of artificial intelligence and its role in its current era. The title of my paper is Influence of Artificial Intelligence on Public Opinion Formation, Opportunities, Challenges and Ethical Issues. Next. So let us start with, since it is the first session, technical session, so I am starting from the very beginning. What is AI? So before that, from the very beginning of human civilizations, people are fascinating about two things: flying in the sky like a bird and developing machines which can do work like human being. And in the beginning of 19th century, 20th century, first objective was met, and from actually 1942 onward, attempts were made to develop. Actually, earlier also lots of attempts were made. From 1942, the serious attempts were made to develop intelligent computer. So first, what is intelligent computer or intelligent machine? A machine which can do or work like human being, not only data processing but cognitive works like intelligent work, understanding things, then making decision of its own. And it becomes true with the evolving of artificial intelligence. And with the development of digital computer, actually technology was not that new, but it evolved. Its actual impact become visible only after development of computer science, new technology in data processing when it develops. Artificial intelligence is everywhere in the society. We like it or not like, as Dr. Sir has rightly mentioned, it is in our life. If I am using a smartphone, I am using AI technology. We search text or video with Google Assistants, Alexa, Siri. All these things are nothing but application of AI. Our voice is converted into instruction and then do the necessary operations. Aside from this, various other operations. Nowhere, if you purchase something, you will see they will suggest lots of things. And nowadays, this is not confined to the website from which you are purchasing. Suppose you are purchasing from Amazon, it will suggest some item which you are looking in some shopping mall also. How it is possible? Because of AI, they are sharing data across the platform, and if you are looking something in the shopping mall, that data is now trying to suggest you some good product. These are all applications of artificial intelligence in the present time. Actually, artificial intelligence convert our very own, we can say, data processing machine to from rule-based to reasoning-based machine. When we calculate text, a typical example, we give set predefined rules, and the computer calculates text based on strictly those rules. But in case of artificial intelligence, we need not require to set the rules. We give some data, the computer will itself extract data from the machine, extract rules from the data, and it will take decision using those rules. That is why data is most important. That means if you have proper data in your hand, you can develop any rule-based machines, which will have the reasoning capability as well as will have the adaptability. This is the key factor of artificial machines. And the machine learning and deep learning, two most commonly spoken words of this is, we can say. What is exactly these two words? Actually, they are nothing but the algorithms which is used for teaching the machine. It is a subfield of artificial intelligence which is concerned with developing algorithms so that our machines can learn better and better. And this is what machine learning. Machine learning, actually we use some two-phase methods. First we extract data, we feed it to the algorithm which will derive the rules, and that rules it will refine, and ultimately using those rules it will take decision. Just like for detecting cancer, we will give lots of image data. First we will take image data, we will extract information from it, and we will give it to the machine, means algorithm like support vector machine, random forest, or any other algorithm. These are most commonly used machine learning algorithm of these nowadays. And what they will do, using these rules, this algorithm will extract the rules. Means suppose there are two data items, one will appear simultaneously with the other. That means there is a linkage. That linkage may be hidden in 1 lakh data. In 1 lakh it occurs only once. So for human beings, it is not possible to extract that linkage, but machine will automatically extract this linkage and it will use it for making a better decision. And the next step is deep learning, the more advanced nowadays. Actually, it is using a structure which is similar to our human brain. And it is called deep because it has multiple layers. The objective is the same. Extracting hidden pattern in the data, means there is some hidden pattern which is not possible to extract for normal human being. So machine will extract those hidden pattern and will use it for better decision making from large volume of data. And deep means there are multiple layers. Nowadays, this generative AI is coming, large language model is coming. Generative AI means it will learn to generate data. Means then influence of AI in online information. Actually, artificial intelligence has significantly changed the way we change our or extract our data. First is content creation. Means now the content creation process become highly democratic. Earlier, big houses can generate content like film, develop film, and all these things. Now, if you have a smartphone, you can easily develop content. You can give a professional look and you can release it in the YouTube or any other social media platform. So democratizing the content creation process. Earlier it was the monopoly of only big houses. Now it becomes a thing of public. Then next is content personalization. Content personalization means suppose I am interested only in sports, and sports among the sports, suppose cricket. When I will open a news portal, they will give me information about cricket only. Other information, first information they will flash will be information about cricket when I will go to the sports section. After that they may flash some other information also. And this is called personalization of the information. That means they will personalize the information. Then content moderation and quality control. This is a very challenging problem in all social media. Many people will develop very low quality content, and manual moderation is not possible. It is done by our AI-based technology so that it can find if there is an image which is violent nature, it will remove it automatically. If there are some keywords are used, these are actually good applications of AI. Then search engine optimization. All of you are using search engine like Google and all these things. What is search engine optimization? Search engine optimization actually will decide what content you will see. In Google, if you develop a website, it will not automatically appear. Suppose if you have a website but you want to know BSc courses in computer science, it will not display, may not display your name. Honestly, for this some optimization technique in the background it works, and these type of things are done by nowadays machine learning based on the popularity of the course, or sometimes some ethical issue is also involved there that we will discuss later on. Then user engagement. User engagement is very much necessary for company and other organizations, because until and unless the users are engaged with a particular website, they will not be loyal to your organization. And it develops this user engagement things through artificial intelligence. So these are various things I have already discussed these things. I am skipping this portion. So let us directly in public opinion. Actually, for which this conference seminar is designed. First, let us start with the good first. Okay, there are two things, good and as well as bad aspect. If someone is very powerful, always it will have good as well as bad, and it will be depends on completely how the power is used. And in case of AI also, it has lots of goods and lots of bads. So let us balance, and I am starting with the good thing first. AI provides us fact-checking and misinformation detection. Nowadays, in social media, there are lots of fake news. Based on the hidden pattern of fake news, AI can easily detect that this is a fake news and this is a correct or genuine news. And this is possible only because of AI and deep learning techniques. Otherwise, you cannot manually detect the things, because it is developed in a so nice manner that no one can detect whether a news item is actual or fake. And you need AI to detect the hidden things which is underlying in this pattern. Then personalized political awareness. Political awareness is very important and for all people, and it actually personalized our political awareness. We can get details of the candidate who is in our locality, the work he or she has done easily with AI. Otherwise, you may have to look lots of sources. AI will provide you a great source of information. Then data-driven decision making, which is one of the most crucial thing for good decision making. Organizations, they are using for long time, but nowadays data-driven means political leaders cannot say false things. Immediately you can detect that this is not done by him. I have given one lakh job. you will immediately using various job portal, you can using AI, you can say that only 1,000 jobs has been given. That type of things was not possible 20 years or 15 years back, but now it is very much possible. Then engage civic engagement. Civic engagement is very much necessary for good governance. What are the policies? What are the actually outcomes using various AI techniques like chatbot or various data analytics tool? You can easily find that yes, this thing is done, yes, this thing is not done. Then inclusive political practice participation. You can say what is inclusive political participation or political practice? Actually, earlier common people were not that much informed about the political activities. 5 years, after 5 years, they will see leader. They will not understand what he has already done, whether he is a genuine person or not. But social media gives us that tools that we can detect, yes, he is not a genuine person, he has not done these things, or he is a good person, he has already done this type of thing, though outcome is not coming, at least he has made some effort. Everything is recorded, and you can take an informed decision about your political course, means what type of political decision you will take. This is then hate speech. Nowadays we know hate speech is a very serious problem. AI can be used to automatically delete the hate speech before it spread to lots of people, means to the mass. And this quick detection and deletion of hate speech or propaganda, hate propaganda is possible only with advanced machine learning, because if you do it manually, by the time you will delete it, it will create lots of damages. Then AI is very, Dr. Sir in his initial speech talked about sentiment analysis. AI is very much essential nowadays for sentiment analysis, and it is doing very good. It analyze people's sentiments, and accordingly what happened, the people in power or people decision maker have to take decision before to address the sentiment. Similar thing earlier it was used in marketing sectors, now it is coming in the political sector also. Means you can see recently people's sentiments has the tax rebates. I think most of you have already studied about recent tax related things. It is nothing but outcome of sentiment analysis of people. People are very much sentimental about the high tax rate, and that is why the government has to take this decision. AI is extensively used in political campaigning, which is now we have seen, and it is only for the good of the people, because we can see that because of AI, political misinformation, we will say, is reducing to some extent. If somebody gives misinformation, at least people can say, no, it is wrong, it is not done. Earlier, 20 years, 30 years back, if some leaders give some wrong statistics, then also no one can challenge, because the things were not in public domain. And if it is there, then also no one can access it. But because of this AI-based technology, graphically we can see this and we can challenge it. Then bridge the gap of information gap. It is known thing. All of we have already seen that information, because of all these things, statistics, various data, information between the decision maker and the actual public is reducing, and it is for the good of the people, good of the political discourse. But good thing always come with some bad side also. AI is also having bad side. Suppose you are using AI for fake news detection, but if that AI itself you use for generating fake news, like deep neural network or generative AI, if you use for fake news generation, then it will create more problem. Means people will not be able to detect it easily. Similarly, manipulation of algorithm. As earlier I told, AI contains actually algorithm and data. Algorithm will extract the pattern from data and it will be used for decision making. But if I manipulate the algorithm, because most of the AI, big language models, all of you know about ChatGPT, then DeepSeek, all these things, they are now in the hand of some very powerful people. If they manipulate this AI algorithm so that these things should not be included in the training process. Ultimately, data is there, algorithm is there. Using the data, training will be done, pattern will be extracted. But in the training process itself, suppose I excluded that, if this parameter is coming, don't use it for training my model. Then that model will be a biased one. Then psychological manipulation. Psychologically, AI can manipulate us. Actually, AI has personalized information about all of us. What we like, what we do not like. And what happens if the same news is flashed to us again and again? Suppose I am searching for some information. Means I have a predefined mindset on that particular topic, and it will work like an echo chamber. Instead of challenging my belief, what AI will do, it will provide more material on this topic, and as a result, it will be complete polarization, and it will be very destructive for the society. Then deepfake video, even there are websites using, you can create without very high-end machine various deepfake videos, and if you circulate those videos, it may have some initial impact on the society. Then electoral manipulates. Electoral manipulates is also very much done nowadays. We have seen lots of freebies coming in the election system. It is because of this AI-based analysis and then try to manipulate the voters. Means just before elections, it will see that people are more inclined towards this political party because of these freebies. So other party will give more freebies, and as a result of which the developmental activities, which is should be the prime objective, will suffer. So these are various actually things we can see that AI is good as well as bad. It has some ethical issues. If we use AI for proper purpose, proper reason, then it will be very fruitful for the society, because it will create a informed society based on information, which take decision based on facts. Means informed society, and this society is very much essential for the development of the country. But the same AI, if we used for manipulation, then it will be the most destructive force. So AI is neither good for opinion formation nor bad. It completely depends upon how we use, and what is nowadays everyone who is associated with AI feels there should be some strict code of conduct imposed on AI, because otherwise, okay, research is required, but when it will come for the society, strict set of rules is required so that it does not impact the society negatively. So at the end, one very beautiful line from Gita, which states the current state of AI. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Professor Paul Bhattacharya sir. And there are some interaction. Yes.
Sir, speech processing to আমি কেনেকৈ ডেভেলপ কৰিব পাৰোঁ, স্পীচ প্ৰচেছিং কোনখিনি ডেভেলপ হৈছে আৰু এটা AI যদি আন এটা AI লগত কমিউনিকেট কৰে কেনেকৈ মিছকনচেপশ্যন হৈ বাহিৰত যাব পাৰে নেকি সিহঁতৰ লেংগুৱেজ কথা পাতিলে?
AI misuse of, if AI communicate between themselves, then it may create problems, because in I think 2014 some research were abandoned because of their miscommunication among the AI itself. And further, speech processing is developed. Already we are using Siri, Google, then Alexa, all these things we are using. So AI, normal speech processing already in a mature state. But 60% of the world population is still not covered by AI-based system, because these are tonal language. Only Chinese language, Mandarin language is completely recognized by the speech-based system. But other tonal languages are still underprivileged, and they are not yet properly studied. So these areas we can explore for speech recognitions. Then other parameters of the speech recognitions, like natural speech formation with low resource. Low resource research is presently going on, means with minimum resources means training data in this case. How you can develop a speech-based system. In Arunachal Pradesh, where I work actually, there are 30 languages, but 30 local languages which belongs to the Sino-Tibetan families, and only very little resource available, and none of the language is scientifically studied. Those areas we can explore.
Sir, spam detection to AI আমাক কেনেকৈ হেল্প কৰিব পাৰে? Spam detection.
Rule-based, the rules will be ultimately, AI works only in this way. You need data for any algorithm. AI-based algorithm, you need large volume of data. If you have proper data with proper representation of all the scenarios, real world data, then what will happen? The rules which are unique to spam may not be come to our notice, but AI will detect those rules from the data, from the underlying data, and in that way it will develop a better spam kill.
We are having a number of experiences which we do not have, and in this world, it is saying that now people started saying that use of AI has been democratized. It has contributed towards democratization political process. What is your observation in this regard, sir? Is really AI has been democratizing political process? What is your observation in this regard, sir?
Thank you. Actually, AI has already democratized the process. We cannot say what is happening today was not happening 50 years back in political arena. Corruption was at 10 times also there, but whatever awareness we have seen today, that awareness was not there at that time. That mass movement was not there at that time against corruption, against disproportionate distribution of facilities. Today, if a government establishes lots of institutes or in a particular area, other areas people can easily recognize and then say that this scheme is implemented in this area, but it is not coming to our area. Where from we get this information? Ultimately, some AI-based tools is extracting those information and giving it in our fingertip. That is why we can question these things. But earlier, this type of facility was not there. Even people do not know that this type of things are already happening there. So information and its powerful extraction through AI, people become more democratic. The system is becoming more democratic. Similarly, in AI content generation, if the root as a means root condition is not good, then I can make a video and I can upload. Then at the top of the ladder, who is taking decision, they will also see that this type of things are happening. But just 20 years back, that facility was not there. We have to go to the office, we approach the people. So this is a democratization of the process, we can say. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks to all Bhattaji sir and the director. And I request to the all participants to make question any after the completion of the session. If any question, please note down and you ask after the completion of the question. Session. So next I will request Professor Jyoti Raj. He is a Jyotiraj Pathar, and I request him to present his presentation.
Thank you. Respected Chair, respected Principal of the College, respected Professor, respected Professor Sir, my classmates Moma, respected Bora, respected Professor Beta, and their students, faculty members of the college. So, at the very beginning, let me congratulate the college itself for bringing such a wonderful topic for seminar. Because you see, there are two elements at club. One is artificial intelligence, that is directly linked with
Please,
science background.
So I request Pathar to present in this regard the full AI, harmful AI, and human rights issue in India.
Sure, sir. I will be coming. So this is a part of a natural science, and then political behavior is the domain of political science. So it's a very good combination, so that both the people from science and arts background can understand this the very basic elements of AI and its use in our day-to-day life. Even me also, I have very little idea about what AI is. So let me start with just three examples. The first example is about the existence of one CCTV in the CCTV camera in the classroom itself. There is a CCTV. Then we already, almost all of us are having that very Aadhaar card. The second instance is about Aadhaar card. And third one is about in the daily basis we are facing one problem when our computer is asking me, prove that you are a human. So I am everyday proving a computer a machine that I am a human being. So these three very instances, and it's on regular basis we are facing. Whenever you are coming to the classroom, someone is monitoring from a distant remote area. Maybe the principal or someone else. So it's a matter of privacy also, as Dr. Sir already explained. When for the first time in 2010, our college itself, CCTV was installed, we oppose it during that period. Now it became normal. Now nobody is complaining about that. Although it's in some sort, it may be counted as a right to privacy. Then Aadhaar card also, perhaps you all know about that incident when the personal details of Mahendra Singh Dhoni was extracted from this very Aadhaar card. If that happened with Mahendra Singh Dhoni, we are a very small fish in this sea. What about us, people like you and me, XYZ? It's really, we are very at the vulnerable age. Anybody can extract personal data. So it is in this context that I will be discussing within 10 to 15 minutes already. The organizer said that what are the aspects of AI and this political behavior, and I am linking with the issue of human rights. My domain is human rights. So perhaps we all know about little bit about what human right is. Suppose those very basic conditions without which we cannot live as human being. So those are the conditions, and again which are very much essential for our daily development also. So AI is one area. There is no other way that we can avoid AI. I first heard the word in 2016 only, and then we realized that what is AI? What is there in the social media? That is AI for us, people like me. In Instagram, whenever we are getting all this, suppose nowadays Kumbh Mela is coming, so I think that is AI for me. And during the election time also we realized that yes, these are AI. Whenever you start with this mobile phone, you will see that one Podum Pool is coming. Podum Pool you realize. Then I was there in Pokrajar, so every day I say that tractor. The tractor symbol is coming. So how they know that I am living in that Pokrajar area? Because again, whenever you are going for this flight ticket booking, they will ask that please select your location. So they are asking for the location. So in that way they know that yes, I am from that area, or you are from Dalgaon area, like that. So every day, sir also mentioned about every day this UPI is so popular that even if I am buying a cup of tea, I have to pay through that digital transaction only. So in our day-to-day life, how much I am consuming, where I am going, what is my lifestyle, everything is being completely controlled by this AI. And which the people from political science think that it's a violation of our right to privacy. Sir also mentioned about it, about your food habits. Pizza, all the data they have, the government have the data. Now who is producing all this data? So there are two agencies. One is private sector, another is public sector, that is government. And it is basically the private sector who is developing a huge R&D about AI. It will apply to a company, Amazon. Amazon is Dalgaon. So they have a, you see, $3 trillion economy. Their total cost. In countries like India, we are aspiring there. Our target is to become a 3 trillion economy by 2025, 5 trillion economy by 2030. And our economy, company economy. So in that way, we are living in that place. So that's why nowadays Amazon is so much influential in our day-to-day life that every time it's very popular also. You just click it. You just click it and you are getting, as a part of propaganda, 60% discount. Is it possible? 60% ডিসকাউন্ট থাকে নেকি আমার হাই উঠে মাঝে মাঝে ইটস নট পসিবল 80% ডিসকাউন্ট ইন Amazon. Totally, then you will find that it's a duplicate only. Duplicate Puma, duplicate Reebok and all this, duplicate this Woodland and all these things. So, in that way, without going into the domain of political science, we can find that yes, AI is really influencing our day-to-day life. But what is a matter of concern for people like us that it's a matter of violation of human rights, our right to privacy. What about my own decisions? Why should I share all these decisions? If I go into any hotel, they are just asking for the Aadhaar card only. Aadhaar card from Loilo Aero, photo step for it. So I am giving my valuable data to them. In whatever hotel I am just checked in. So this is one way. Then you see in my paper what I would be discussing about that. Yes, we have started with this assumption that yes, AI is good for us, but definitely side by side, it has a lot of positive aspects to offer for us. As such, just sir concluded his speech by it is for us to choose what is right for us, what is wrong for. It is us. We have to decide. But that decision is not that easy. We all have witnessed that lockdown period. Basi purana kotha nohoy. How the government controls us. That one took. There is one app that whenever you are going for railway tickets, train tickets, or say flight tickets, that is one app I think. Yes, Arvind and under My India. So you have to give a valuable data. Even for intra-district transfer also, you have to provide the data. And they have controlled us. They control our mobility, our movements. हमें घरों बाहर देखा है through that application. And today there are hundreds of applications in everybody's this handset. More than 100 stars application. With this downloading of all these applications, they are just violating our right to privacy. So that is a very big issue for us. Then again, yes, sir, what sir mentioned about that end of history, that very debate. So actually, that whole process started with the end of Cold War itself, after 1990s. So advance of that globalization, that globalization we have to open up the market, and we have opened up the market. Now there is no going back. We have already opened up the market, and all the multinational corporations, they are coming. What is our contribution? What is India's contribution in AI? The other day I was reading lots of journal about that. Yes, we are just investing say maximum $500 billion for 3 years. And it is in case of European countries, China and USA, it is just their 1 year budget for AI R&D. Till then we have no AI related laws in India. There is no laws. That's why lots of issues about this digital arrest is happening. I mean, I assume. And there is no laws. We have one outdated laws for Information Technology Act 2000. That means that it is already 25 years back. It's an old one. And what we are finding is that yes, there is a stiff competition between USA and China. And yes, sir, you have asked about this neutrality and all these things. You see, yes, basically you are saying that they are neutral. The engine they cannot differentiate. But the very latest app by this China, DeepSeek, if you ask a question, DeepSeek, about the existence of Arunachal, they will not reply. So they are not neutral. And they know that yes, China is claiming Arunachal is a part of China. So they never say that Arunachal is a state of India. But generally we assume that American has a machine or emotion. But even today they are having some sort of emotion. The Chinese app emotion that they will say that no, Arunachal is not a part of India. Rather, they will say that it is a disputed land, or rather, they will be saying that we have no idea about Arunachal Pradesh itself. If we are asking a question about Jammu and Kashmir, they will not reply. ChatGPT will reply. DeepSeek will not reply. So that is a misuse of AI in the form of this state. And since we are the citizens, we have to make lots of political decisions. And what decisions we are doing? And it is we are very much being influenced by this so-called social media. Up to that extent, we said that yes, this is AI for us. Otherwise, people from arts background, we have very little to offer in AI. It is for the science only. Yes, we have manufactured this whole this software, and we are using, rather we are misusing, and definitely it is controlling the very political behavior of the citizens. So yes, definitely there are some good issues also. It's not that everything is bad about AI. It's up to the audience or say general people to think in which way we should go. Suppose education. Yes, we know that what happened in this lockdown. It's only because of AI that we have got education. Then only we introduced that Zoom and all this Google. Otherwise, we were quite unknown. We never use all those platforms. It is because of this AI that even today people living in remote areas, they are getting education. Then yes, definitely health is another sector. These are very common. It's not that I am saying something very fundamental to you. So health area is what this emerging industry. हमारे गुवाहाटी का सिर्फ है डांगोर all these agencies are there. So MRI and all these things. So you can have your whole body check-up. They will send the images to some other agencies. They will up to say last year we have to wait for the report to come. Today they will deliver the report through email only. There is no need that you have to wait for the whole day just for your report, medical reports. So in medical also sector there are lots of improvement because of this advancement of AI. Agriculture also. We can predict. Yes, we can predict. Otherwise, আগতে আমি পেপাৰত পঢ়িছিলোঁ খালি বৰষুণ আহিব আৰু আমাৰ বহুত ফটো আছে কেতিয়াও বৰষুণ নাহে. Now we have this app in our mobile itself. We can predict for the next 10 days weather report. We can have the weather report itself. So that is one area. So these are some of the idea of having smart cities and infrastructure. Actually, these are in the context of India, government of India through Niti Aayog. These 5 areas, they demarcated that these are the good areas for us. Agriculture, education, health, infrastructure, and smart cities will be aiming. And even when India attended Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years, they said that government of India, from Niti Aayog says that yes, we are aiming for that for the next 5 to 10 years. So in those areas, the AI would be a very, in positive terms, it would be a game changer for us. But there are other issues, other part of my paper, say the harmful effects. We are concerned more about that. Even classroom also, I often say that I don't see the future of teaching community. There may not be any use of teachers in the classroom after 10 years. What is the use of having a teacher? Everything is available. And they are more smart than me. Definitely. They are more smart than Einstein also. Because they have accumulated so much of information in the form of big data. Then what would be the use of having a teacher with PhD? So that is a real threat to the teaching community, to the service sector in coming days. We already started. Every day I have to prove that I am a human being. I have to prove I am a human being. I have to click. I click long as 1, 2, 3. When I click bicycle, I have to click, then only I can move to the next step. So already we are under that state. Then you see this use of this drone, remote vehicles. Yes, driverless vehicle is a good idea. Elon Musk is saying that yes, they will be starting in India also. Then what about pilotless jet fighter? Already in Ukraine and Russia war, they have started. Then definitely those countries having AI, they will attack us without losing a single person. Because they are just sending the machine. Machine so what would be the future of warfare in that way? Especially for advanced countries, it will become a very uneven war. We are going towards those issues. Then, yes, education also, there is good elements of education and bad elements of education. If you remember, during lockdown, the best university in India during that period to perform well was Ashoka University, New Delhi. It's a private university. So, do you think that Ashoka University, that is Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay College, can compete with Ashoka University in terms of AI? It will take another 50 years. That happened to my university also. We cannot compete with private universities while using AI. We don't have lab. Our lab is anything. In the name of lab, we have some computer. Itu kami lab boleh go. That is happening. Except IITs and IIMs, even other universities also, state universities, that is happening. So it's a quite uneven world. While introducing AI in the field of education, in the field of justice, those people who are having more money, those who can afford, they will be more and more advanced coming days. And that the so-called digital divide will lead to permanent divide between rich and poor. Because during this lockdown also, everybody was asking for a smartphone. And those poor people who missed that smartphone, they lost everything. That very 1 year period. It's a lost period for them. Even today also, we have to have that smartphone. So these are some of the areas that is emerging. And the latest one is that in Sweden recently they have introduced a party called Synthetic Party. And they say that they will contest the election. It's a party, it's a software only. Nobody will contest election. Because what is the need of having a leader who can talk loudly? Instead, you can have one image of that leader. So that may take some time in the context of Indian subcontinent, but already in European countries like Sweden, they have started. They resist the party also, but there is some resistance from other parties. They are debarred from registering. The synthetic party, what type of party is there? So, but that will come. It's a matter of time only. There is so fast progress of AI that definitely they will come, and definitely in the coming years it will have a huge impact about our political behavior. And I think we have to be very careful about that. We have to be ready about that because it's a matter of time only. Already the process has started. Everywhere we are being monitored. Our movements are controlled. What I am saying, even what I am saying here already, it is telecasted through YouTube. So this is happening, what we are saying. So anyway, at the end, I again must congratulate the department for having such a wonderful and unique topic. Otherwise in Assam we know what are the topics, very common topics we are having. Lots of this deliberations, it's a very unique one. And so for that I must thank this organizer, especially principal sir, and again for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Please you ask after end of the paper. Present. So many thanks to delivering nicely, passing the paper also. And next I may request Manoj Kumar Deka sir to present his paper. He is a professor at Department of IT and academic head, Assam State University, Mangalore. His paper will be a role of artificial intelligence in shaping political behavior of citizens.
Good noon to all. Respected resource persons and the participants. So, my lecture will be basically divided into 3 parts. Okay, number 1 is you know it very well. So what is democracy? What is the role should be? What role should be acted by the citizen in a healthy to build up a healthy democratic country? Next is your actually what do you mean by artificial intelligence? Basically, okay, for the layman. Next one is a case study. Actually, what type of AI tools and techniques are using in your last few years. So basically, as a layman, what we understand democracy, what we understand the definitions of citizens. আমি যদি এনেকে ভাবো, if you think that যে এখন গাঁও আছে, there are some peoples and who are busy with their daily livelihoods, bread and butters. Okay? So আমি তো গোটে কাম কৰিব নোৱাৰো, some will cultivate, some will busy with business, some will give education to the science, some will be the healthcare of the villagers. Okay, আৰু কাকৰ গাঁওখনত আৰু মানুহ আছে, তেওঁলোকে এনেকুৱা কাম কৰি আছে, and oftenly there is a chance to unwanted attack from the other villages. Okay? গতিকে আমি কি কৰিব লাগিব, কোনো মানুহ এজন ল'ব লাগিব, তাক ক'ব লাগিব যে you please protect us, you please protect us regarding the boundary of the villages. আর ভিতৰতো সুৰ বেয়া মানুহ থাকিব পাৰে, উপদ্ৰৱ হ'ব পাৰে, then also you have to protect us. যেতিয়া মানুহজনে ক'ব I need some force to protect the village from the other villages at the boundary and to maintain the peacefulness in the village itself. Clear? It is a come to any homo word. These people is to be paid. Are the one thing clear? So আমি বলিলো কি যে আমার খেতির পড়া হব, মই খবরটা করি এখিনি পাম, মই চিকিৎসা সেৱা কৰা এখিনি পাম, then will it contribute to you. Okay, then you will manage everything. Clear? Clear? I think this was the beginning of your ruler. Okay? এসময়ত হয়তো এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ হৈছিল যে যিজনক বনাব দিছিল because that time he got scope to build up his army force. ৰজা হৈ গৈছিল লাহে লাহে কি হৈছিল যে এই বৰ কণ্ট্ৰল কৰে তেওঁৰ ৰজা কিছুমান ৰজা বেয়া আছিল নহয় that the concept of democracy came. And you the political party students where the political you are experts are there from political science or probably the history, they are very much better than me. But what I am thinking, and this was the probably the structure of the governance, establishment of the governance. Okay, it may be the king, it may be a democracy. But ultimately, citizen or government, citizen or direct. Rosa Thakurto, I'm a believer in Aristotle. Rosa Thakurto. Okay, otherwise he whistle what the democracy or system is going on at present. Here, so main thing is the citizens. We need some rule. We need to be busy with our bread and butter, and that's why we will definitely select someone to run the governing systems. Here, and definitely as a citizen, now the main control things will be in our hand. How? Definitely we elect for a certain time or a fixed period of time. We will offer them the power. Okay, after a certain interval of time, fixed interval of time, we will scrutiny their past, your works, development, then depending upon their performance, we may re-elect them or we may not re-elect them. Okay, my slides are just telling this. This is the introductions. This is what the role of the citizen in the democracy. Okay, and the next slide is what the challenges political decision making. Here, now প্রথম মই বলো এটা মই 3 নম্বৰ হলটা since we are eating bread and butter our busy থাকো আমাৰ লিমিটেড থাকে so our information বিলাক কম আছে আমি যদি if we look our especially the nice people not the young generation because now it's changing. Okay, আমি যদি কিছু বছর আগত গুছি যাও মই মোৰ ঘৰত দেখিছিলো দেউতাহঁতক দেখিছিলো then they have started to talk now election is coming. কোনোবাই মিটিংত কিবা কথা কৈছে আৰু কোনোবাৰ কিবা মিটিং হৈছে and the elections started. Okay, they got the information. আজি অমুকত CPM মিটিং পাতিছে অমুকত আজি কংগ্ৰেছে মিটিং পাতিছে এটা বিজেপি অলপ দুৰ্বল আছে বা আজি অমুকত কোনোবা SGPM মিটিং পাতিছে ক্লিয়াৰ and লেকচাৰ বিলাক শুনে সন্ধিয়াৰ আঞ্চলিক বাতৰিটো শুনে ৰাতিপুৱাৰ বাতৰি কাকতখন পঢ়ে. What are these? These are data. These are manual data. Meeting ঘৰত কথা কৈছে কথাবিলাক আহে কাগজ কৰিছে বাতৰিটো শুনিছে then the citizens, not me, my father, not my villagers, we got a citizen as a large scale of issue. The people is and our size is after dollar on voice in it. Rasta to book voice in it. That's a decision voice. Clear? That means data. Clear? Okay. But the data report based for our elder generations, that decision whether that people can be re-elected or he should be rejected. Here, বাকি ভিতৰত কোনোবাই ম্যানিপুলেশন কৰিছে propaganda কৰিছে misinformation দিছে another. This is the main thing. I was here. Very simple because now you see যেনেকৈ তোমালোকে political science মানুহখিনিয়ে you more than political sense than me, then my teacher is there with so he is very much expert here in this. But I am trying to telling you that the basic idea what is artificial intelligence. এই যে মোৰ দেউতাহঁতে ইলেকশ্যন বিলাক পাইছিল, ডাটা বিলাক পাইছিল আৰু মূৰত প্ৰচেছ কৰিছিল, this is natural intelligence, human intelligence. Human intelligence. Now machine is, when machine becomes intelligent, এতিয়া আমি সকলোৱে গম পাওঁ যে মেচিনে বেছি ভালকে কাম কৰিব পাৰে কাৰণ তাৰ ভাগৰ নধৰে, হয় না? এই লাইটটো যেনেকৈ জ্বলি আছে, মই যদি লাইট দিব লগা হ'লে কিমান ডাঙৰ কথা, হয় না? মেচিন এটা কিমান প্ৰল মেচিন এটা পিছত ট্ৰেডিং মিল এটা দিছো, মই তাত দৌৰিছো, ক্লিয়াৰ? এনেকৈ মানুহ এটা যদি কোনোবাই ট্ৰেডমিল বজালে আৰু মোৰ ওপৰত দৌৰিলে হয় কি সহ্য কৰিব পাৰিলো? ইজ ইট পচিবল? মই গাড়ীখন গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা চলাই আহিছো, ইমান স্পীডত চলাই আহিছো, ইঞ্জিনটো ইমান গৰম হৈছে, মানুহে পাৰিলে হয়? নোৱাৰে। অলৱেজ মেচিন ইজ বেটাৰ দেন দ্য মেন, অলৱেজ, in case of your efficiency, in case of your runtime, in case of your accuracy, always, definitely. Clear? এতিয়া মেচিনটো যেতিয়া ইন্টেলিজেন্ট বনাব লগা হ'ব, অলৰেডি প্ৰফেসৰ উৎপল ভট্টাচাৰ্য ছাৰে কৈছে, the process is learning. Clear? Learn কেনেকৈ? আমাক যেতিয়া ওয়াক অফ শিকাইছিল, আমাক শিকাইছিল না আমি, so you see, we know A B C D, clear? We know ওয়াক অফ, it may be Hindi, it may be Assamese. Why we know? Because we were trained, we were learned. It ওয়াক অফ একেলগে Chinese language বা Japanese language আমি দিয়ে, can we recognize it? Is it possible for us? No. Why? Because these are also ওয়াক অফ, these are also ABCD, and these are also ABCD. We can't recognize them because we are not trained. It are not trained kora bolte etu owa o, that image has to be recognized by our brain. It is clear? Etia hena machine to jeti me bujam je etu ki hol machine to jeti bujam etu A, etu B, etu C, etu kukura picture aro etu mecury picture. Jetia machine to buji হ'ব পৰা হ'ব, তেতিয়ালে কি হ'ব? লাৰ্ন হ'ব, তাকে কয় মেচিন লাৰ্নিং। ক্লিয়াৰ? এই প্ৰচেছটোক কয় মেচিন লাৰ্নিং। ক্লিয়াৰ? এতিয়া মই নহয়, মই 2 3 4 10টা কিলো পিকচাৰ দিছো আৰু মেচিনটো বুজাইছো। ক্লিয়াৰ? এইটো মেচিন লাৰ্নিং। এটা তোমালোক যেতিয়া মানে মই ষ্টুডেন্টক কৈছো, একচুয়ালি আই এম ইন্টাৰেষ্টিং দ্য ষ্টুডেন্টস। সারা কাম থ্যাংক ইউ। নাও ইউ সি, যেতিয়া মেচিনটো ষ্টুডেন্টটো কি কৰিব, যেতিয়া ষ্টুডেন্ট তোমালোক যেতিয়া বুজাইছিল যে when you were learned by your say certain times, okay, আৰু দুখনমান কিতাপ পঢ়া, ক্লিয়াৰ? যে তোমালোকক এখন ৰচনা লিখিব দিছে বিহুৰ, আৰু তোমালোকক অকল ৰচনা বিচিত্ৰাখন দিছে, আৰু তোমালোকক শিকাইছে 10 বাৰ, এইটো মেচিন লাৰ্নিং। তোমালোকক এটা বিহুৰ বিষয়ে ৰচনাখন যদি 1000খন কিতাপ আনি দিছে, 1000খন কিতাপৰ পৰা বিহু পঢ়িছা আৰু বহুত টাইম পঢ়িছা, 10 বাৰ নহয় পঢ়িছা, কোনটো বেছিকে জানিবা ভালকে? 1000 বাৰ। মানে মোৰ ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট, দিস ইজ ডিপ লাৰ্নিং। ক্লিয়াৰ? দিস ইজ ডিপ লাৰ্নিং। এটা যেতিয়া এটা গম পালা, এই দুটা প্ৰচেছৰে যেতিয়া শিকিবা, ঠিক আছে? মেচিন লাৰ্নিংটো কৰি শিকিলে মেচিনটো ইন্টেলিজেন্ট হ'ব, আৰ্টিফিচিয়েল, আৰু ডিপ লাৰ্নিংৰে শিকালে মেচিনটো ইন্টেলিজেন্ট হ'ব, আৰ্টিফিচিয়েল। ক্লিয়াৰ? ইট ইজ ক্লিয়াৰ? তাৰমানে আৰ্টিফিচিয়েল ইন্টেলিজেন্স কিহৰ ওপৰত কাম কৰিব? Data is now becoming the law. Don't think that artificial intelligence is the invention or discovery or present time. No. Concept of artificial intelligence was developed in 1952, 1956, 1960, 1959, like that evolution was started. তেতিয়াও এনেকৈ আছিল, এতিয়াও বেছিকৈ ডেভেলপ হৈছে। কিয় ডেভেলপ হৈছে? কাৰণ because of the data, এটা ডাটা নাছিল, এটা ডাটা বহুত হৈছে। ইয়াৰ এই যে ছাৰহঁতে কৈ আছে, পাঠক ছাৰে যে কৈছে, ডক্টৰ ছাৰে যে কৈছিলে, আমাৰ এনেকৈ বস্তুবিলাক হৈছে, আই এম নট কনচাৰ্ন এবাউট দিছ, ৱেডাৰ ভাল আৰু বেয়া। মই এইটোক লৈ কনচাৰ্ন নহয়, বিকজ মোৰ ডিচিপ্লিনে সেইটো নকয়। as a human or বেলেগ কথা clear এই ডাটাবিলাক লৈছে ঠিক আছে ডাটাবিলাক লৈছে ডাটাবিলাক যিমান ডাটাবিলাক ক্ৰিয়েট কৰিছে আৰু ডাটাবিলাকো এনালাইসিস কৰিছে clear এটা চোৱা AI as a tool for political awareness AI কি হেল্প কৰিব পাৰে vast amount of data political data analysis কৰিব পাৰে detailed evolution আৰু minimize কৰিব পাৰে human error and decision clear এতিয়া চোৱা এইবাৰ ইলেকশ্যনত সে ভোট সমষ্টি 8 জন মানুহ বা 10 জন মানুহ ভোট খাইছে আজিকালি এনে দুটা বলে ভোট উঠে শুকুৰালি উঠে হয় না গতিকে তোমাৰ 10টা মানুহ থাকিব 10টাই হেৰি কৰিব 10টা ক্যাৰেক্টাৰ মোৰ কাৰণে ষ্টাডি কৰা বা পাঁচ হিষ্ট্ৰী ষ্টাডি কৰা এজ এ কমন হিউম্যান বিং এজ এ মেংগো পিপল মোৰ সময় আছে না মোৰ তো এআই টুল আছে মোৰ তো যদি মই তেওঁলোকৰ ডাটা নাথাকে এই সাপৰে 27 মিনিট ডাটা ইয়াৰ পাঁচ হিষ্ট্ৰী যে লাষ্ট 10 বছৰত তেওঁলোকে এইটো কৰিছে এই কাম কৰিছে তেওঁলোকে এটা প্যাৰামিটাৰ থাকিব ডাটাবিলাক বঢ়াই দিব ক'ব ন ৰিগাৰ্ডিং ইউৰ দিস ইভলিউশন ৰিগাৰ্ডিং দিস প্যাৰামিটাৰ সে দেয়াৰ আৰ ডিফারেন্ট প্যারামিটার রিগার্ডিং honesty 7 number candidate is regarding the performance that may be another regarding the corruption he is the best corrupted he is the best corrupted decision more but we need more machine to go the non corrupted to be get how to focus so what's the wrong in it যেটো মোৰ পসিবিলিটি মোৰ নাই মোৰ যে টাইম দিব নোৱাৰো যে মোৰ ডাটা মানে মোৰ সময় নাই কেপাসিটি নাই কিন্তু ক্লিয়াৰ এইটো আমি এআই দিব পাৰি আচ্ছা নেক্সট কোন যাম আমি এই একেই কথা এই পলিটিক্যাল এনালাইসিস মই এই কথাখিনিকে ডিপ লার্নিং আৰু মেচিন লার্নিং আনিছো মোৰ ৰিয়েল টাইম ডাটা দিলে আৰু বেছি ভাল হয় ঠিক আছে যে এজন বিৰাট ডাঙৰ লিডাৰ আছে লিডাৰজনৰ অমুক মাটি কিনাৰ কথা আছে কিন্তু তেওঁ কিবা মানে পলিটিক্যালি কিবা কথা বলে মানুহক মাৰে হয় জেলত ভৰাই থয় এই ডাটাবিলাক যদি মই মোৰ এআই টুলছটো দিও মোৰ যদি এআই টুলছটো কমপ্লিট ৰিজাল্ট দি আছে মোৰ ডিসিশন ক্লিয়াৰ ওকে নাও বেনিফিটস অফ এআই পলিটিক্যাল বিহেভিয়াৰ আমি পঢ়িব কথা ওকে provides unbiased evolutions of political candidates কাৰণ যিমান যেকি নহওক মোৰ কংগ্ৰেছৰ লিডাৰটো ভাল এজিপি লিডাৰটো ভাল হেৰিটো ভাল বিজেপি লিডাৰটো মই যদি এটা পুৰা পিওৰ অসমীয়া জাতীয়তাবাদী হওঁ মই এজিপিটো ভাল পাওঁ মই যদি হিন্দুত্ববাদী হওঁ মই বিজেপিটো ভাল পাওঁ নহয় বলে চলি যাব পাৰে দেখা যাওক জৱাহৰলাল নেহৰুৰ পৰাই গ'লে ভাৰতৰ সমানে এওঁলোকে চাইছো বায়াস মোৰ দেউতাই মোক ক'ব বাবা মোৰ বন্ধু আছিল is not it, but it is unbiased and enhances political awareness among citizens, encourages informed voting decisions like. Next is your potential challenger. A challenge kete eta amar to sarote koi ase. Especially Jyotiras Pathak sir mane janake koise maje maje mor log bhayo lagise. No, is that a good number? And is practically correct regarding some other directions. Okay. Risks of misinformation and biased AI algorithm already Professor Bhattacharya sir told because this algorithm has been designed by human. Okay, Alfred Nobel যেতিয়া ডিনামিনেটৰ আৱিষ্কাৰ কৰিছিল যে কেতিয়াও ভবা নাছিল যে এইটোকে গণেশ গুৰি 30 অক্টোবৰত কিমান মাত্ৰ কেতিয়াও ভবা নাছিল আইনষ্টাইনে এই সূত্ৰটো উলিয়াৰ লগে লগে যে জাপানত বোমা দিয়ে কেতিয়াও ভবা নাছিল every side has প্ৰত্যেক বস্তুৰে দুটা সাইড থাকিব যেনেকৈ ময়াৰ মুখটো আছে মোৰ পাছ ফালটো আছে প্ৰত্যেক বস্তুৰে but what is the objective of the AI now you see we are using ChatGPT okay this is LLM model large language model and it is developed by OpenAI you go to the website of the OpenAI and you see কি লিখা আছে what is the motto without affecting human society without affecting human society exact sentence to our the summary is that without affecting human society AI must be OpenAI must be responsible for offering service গৌৰৱাই তাৰ পৰা নিচে আৰু কি কৰিব উপায়টো নাই হয় না একে বুদ্ধি সম্বন্ধে আমাক বাহিৰত মানে চাইনা সীমান্ত নতুবা পাকিস্তান সীমান্ত বসাই আছে একে 47 এটা খুব ঘুরত okay then your ethical concern and need of transparency in AI like political analysis to must tamane AI transparency to lagibo karon transparency to now open ei hoi haraise okay মানে non profit organization to profitable organization deep sea kokoli goise বহুত কথা okay but you see কিমান ডাঙৰ মই আকৌ এবাৰ আহিছো এটা ইনফৰমেশন দিছো for you LLM এই LLM there are different types of LLM model okay and OpenAI is one of you see পৃথিৱীৰ যিমান ওয়েবত ডাটা আছে বা সামথিং আছে তেওঁ শিকাইছে পঢ়াইছে বুজাইছে মানে মই যদি তোমালোকক অকমান এই বুজাব পাৰো ডেফিনেটলি মোতকৈ ভালকে সাৰে পাব বিকজ সাৰে ইজ এক্সপেৰিয়েন্স হলা আৰু তাতকৈ মোতকৈ মই যিখিনি পলিটিকেল সেন্সৰ কথা কৈছো সাৰে বেছি ভালকে ক'ব বা মই যিখিনি এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেটৰ কথা ক'ম এজ এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেটৰ হি উইল টেল বাট যদি এটা এজন মানুহকে দিয়ে সৰ্বজান্তা তাক আনসাৰ মই জানো কেনেকে মই পঢ়িছো কাৰণে জানো দিস LLM ইজ লাইক দ্যাট কিমান ডাটাৰে কিমান কিনে কৰিছে বাৰ্ডটো জানা নহয় বাৰ্ডটো বাকিবিলাক বাদ দিয়া শেক্সপিয়াৰৰ যিমান ডাটা আছে শেক্সপিয়াৰৰ যিমান ৰচনা আছে গোটেই ৰচনা কেন্দ্ৰে এবাৰ দুবাৰ নহয় 700 টাইমছ ট্ৰেইন কৰাইছে তারা শেক্সপিয়াৰৰ যদি গোটেই ৰচনা কোনোবা ষ্টুডেন্টক মই যদি 100 বাৰ পঢ়ো ভাবাচোন কিমান পণ্ডিত মই ইংলিশ কেনেকৈ কম ওকে বুজি পাইছা না কথাটো
Yes.
Next is your এইটোৱে আমি চাব লাগিব মোৰ ইফিচিয়েন্ট পলিটিক্স যাতে এই হাতখন হিউম্যানৰ হাতটো ডেভেলপ হ'ব এইটো অলপ কনসাৰ্ন হ'ব লাগিব নেক্সট ইজ your conclusion to মই কলো যে এই কনক্লুজন হ'ব এতিয়া মই অলপ বেলেগ দিয়া হম কি টুলস এন্ড টেকনিক ইউজ আছে মই পঢ়িব পৰা নাই এইটো কি আছিল AI powered data analytics and sentiment analysis এটা টুল মানে AI টুল বহুত আছে here lots of tools are there কিন্তু it is one of the strongest tools now using in politics ই কেনেকৈ কাম কৰে machine learning algorithm and data analysis to process large amount of social media photo mane और ये sentiment analysis जो होइছিল এইবিলাক sentiment analysis example কি এই AI powered data analytics and sentiment analysis it's a one kind of module এটা OpenAI এটা বস্তু ইয়াত কি ভাগৰ আছে এই বস্তুটো কি আছে IBM এটা বনাইছে Google Cloud এটা আই আছে আৰু এটা SAS analysis Okay, SAS analysis SAS to sort of a platform মানে Python দৰে আৰু ইয়াৰ ইম্প্যাক্ট কি কৰি আছে helps political analyze direct public opinion on policies and leaders ইগিৰে লিডাৰ হয় হেল্প কৰি আছে then allows political parties to tailor their campaign to address voter concern by কাম বস্তু বুজাইছে voter concern ইয়াতে কি কৰিছে social media data বিলাক লৈছে অলপ আগতে মনত আছে নে remember that Professor Pathak sir told one thing. There was a day of Okrazarot ase, they want to scanner to. Tamne okol PDF scanner. PDF scanner to jetia marise, tetia ki ese factor banaise. Clear? Why? Why to bidoro kotha nalong eta political leader policy AI use hoise. Thik ase? BTR. Kintu bostu to hoise strike. So kotha to bol. For example, so bostu to hoise Delhi. Clear? How these are চাইছে যে কোনে কি কৰি আছে কোনে কি কোৱা নাই এই কাৰণে এটা বস্তু চাইছে না প্ৰত্যেক পলিটিক্যাল লিডাৰে আজিকালি ফেসবুকত থাকে ইনষ্টাগ্ৰামত অলপ সব থাকে আৰু মানে বিকজ ইউ সি ইনষ্টাগ্ৰাম এণ্ড আদাৰ্স দিজ আৰ সফিষ্টিকেটেড দিজ আৰ বাই সামথিং আৰু মানে টুইটাৰ কৰিলে কিবা হেৰি আহিব বোলে বাট Zuckerberg has given us this platform okay আমি ভাবি লৈছো জনতাৰ কথা আমি কৈ আছো তামাম লিখিছো অমুক no these are these data are taking clear এখানে একটা অপশনও আমাক দিছে এটো দিছে কি আমি আজিকালি প্ৰফেসৰক লক কৰিব
Yes.
ক্লিয়াৰ এতিয়া আমি মানে খেল মই যদি জাতীয়তাবাদী হেৰি দি থাকো ফেসবুক পোষ্ট দি থাকো মই লুৰিন জয়তেৰ গোবৰ ফটোটো বেছিকে হয়নে?
Yes.
মই যদি বাকিটো মই Amazon নকওঁ, they are using lot very sophisticated AI tools.
Yes.
আমাৰ এইবোৰ কথা কৈছো, আমাৰ এইটো আৰু কৈছো, হয়নে নহয়? আহি আছে ন, তাৰমানে আমাৰ অসমীয়া লেংগুৱেজটো তেওঁলোকে ডিটেক্ট কৰি লৈছে। আৰু গেটিং মাই পইণ্ট, হয়নে? যে যেতিয়া মানে দুবাৰ মই যদি জয়ন্ত মল্লক এনেকৈ চালো কাৰণ মই বিভাগীয় মন্ত্ৰী আছিল, সিদিনাৰ পৰা মানে বিজেপি ৰিলেটেড বা গট দা পইণ্ট। এইকেইটা মই ডিটেইলছ নাযাওঁ, আপোনালোকেও মানে হেৰি পাব, মোক দেখা পাই আছে নে? মই বুজা পাইছো। আচ্ছা, নেক্সট এখন আছে এই এটা টুল, নেচাৰেল লেংগুৱেজ প্ৰচেছিং ফৰ পলিটিকেল ডিছকোৰ্চ। ই কেনেকৈ কাম কৰে এইবিলাক কেনেকুৱা ইয়াৰ কি খবৰ এইটো যে দিছে দিয়েচোন মোক কেনেকুৱা চলি আছে ইয়া ইট উইল প্ৰভাইড নেক্সট ৰেগুলেশ্যন আছে নেকি নাই কাৰণ মই যেতিয়া উৎপল ভট্টাচাৰ্য ছাৰ আহিব বুলি শুনিছোঁ মোৰ অলপ ভয়ো লাগিছে মই কৰিছোঁ কি ছাৰ মই এইটো অসমীয়াত লিখিছোঁ মই অসমীয়াত লিখি তাৰপিছত অলপ ইংৰাজীত ট্ৰান্সলেট কৰিছোঁ ঠিক আছে কৰি পেলাই মই ছাৰ ধুনীয়াকৈ লিখি আৰু সেইকাৰণে মই একনলেজ কৰিছোঁ ছাৰ ভিডিঅ টুলছ ফৰ ষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰিং দ্য সেন্টেন্সেছ ফৰ গেটিং মোৰ সিন্থেটিক এণ্ড সিমান্টিক মই একদম এটা প্লিজ বুজানো কিন্তু লিখিছোঁ আৰু মই যেতিয়া প্লেগাৰিজম চেক কৰিলো ইন্টাৰেষ্টিং কথা মানে হেৰি সিমিলাৰ ডকুমেন্টস আৰ 0 বাট AI 100% similar document number because it is from mine
Yes.
but it is translated them of sense কৰিলো 7 problem over 7% লৈ মই গৈ আৰু getting the point these are মানে কি দিলো বেয়া ক'ত হলে সব ভালে Google Bar. Then this is your impact. You see impact. This is very good impact. Increase political awareness by providing instant information to voters, help participants reach demand. Because certificate কি to দিলে নহব 2020 লৈকে আজি যদি ইলেকশন হয় আমি কিনিব লাগিব এইটো মানে কাৰণ 2020 লৈকে দিব নেক্সট আমো বাৰু আৰু এটা আছে প্ৰেডিক্টিভ মডেলিং এণ্ড ইলেকশন ফৰকাস্টিং ই কেনেকৈ কাম কৰে মই দেখুৱাই দিছো মই লাগিলে example transfer to a scientific learn then harvest models then impact kenake kore mane kenake kore ki impact creates a society good na bad kati paise details then defect detection olo mane kenako ami human society defect it was designed to detect the fake videos fake images আমি কৰিছো কি ফেক ইমেজ ফেক ভিডিও বনাবলৈ আমি ইউজ কৰিছো এই মল্লযোজাৰৰ কথাটো মনত আছে নহয় প্ৰটেক্ট ষ্টে কৰিছিল ক্লিয়াৰ কি নাম আছিল অলিম্পিকত যে হাৰিলে বিনেশ ওকে পুলিচে ধৰিলে যে ইটো হল পিছত কেনেকৈ উলিয়ালে যে বটাকা ভাগিটো ইট ওয়াজ দা মিস ইউজ অফ দিস ডিপ বাট দিস ডিপ ফেক ওয়াজ ডিজাইন টু আইডেন্টিফাই the false videos, false speech, okay, false images provided by this. Okay. How it works? Example of your that depress too big, fast, sick, or an AI and help for it. Helps misinformation, media manipulations, and you see protects democratic process from AI generated fake content. So আমি আন্দারে যে this is fair. Okay, নহয় নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী গানগা গীতাৰ লৈ আহিছিল নহয়. Is not it? Now you see the another political something below at a tools. He can কাম করে কি আছে ইয়াৰ আন্দাৰত and impact. What is its impact? Then another is social media monitoring and trend analysis. It's very good tool. Very good tool. for both political leaders also, citizens also. Then another is automated policy simulation. AI policy simulator system design models, predictive your governance, etc. Okay. Now you see my case study. It is important AI powered data analysis 2016 US president's election uses. India's 2019 general election of now BJP now Congress use. You see, another is you see how to do it. Shotput and Hansel assistant Indian election 2019. US voter used to research Facebook AI Shotput for election. Next, predictive modeling election. US election at OUC. Same thing, 2019 UK election polling AI. Next, deepfake detection and fake. Your text setting AI 2020 US election US basically have said. How na he work. A case study. You see. And this is social media monitoring. Russia. Disinformation US election 2016 and 20. Okay, these are already past history. So many are dear, these are remarkable one. These are very remarkable. Okay, that means now system is like that. We can't deny. We can't deny. We can't deny. Another thing is there regard your that you are since your political sense background and so many your probably human rights specialization or like that people may be here. These are conclusions. Definitely enhance voter awareness and engagement is a positive side. Supports evidence-based political decision making. Next, reduces misinformation and bias reporting. But raises concern about voter manipulation and privacy. Okay, these are final thoughts. AI is revolutionary. Political engagement but regulation is needed. Ethical AI use is key to ensure democracy's integrity. AI's user in politics depend on transparency, unbiased training, and responsible implementation. Data should be raw and data should be your correct. Misinformation to be avoided. And as our sub tool, algorithm bias. So we are algorithm look at bias bonai video. Okay, just like Amalji Mojdi PDF to design scan code or Mojdi Gotagata Partiria Hila was okay. With the Ata Partiria Hile did that. Direct police and you see some are important informations. Okay, some are important. I would like to give this your references this way, but because of this your and definitely I would like to offer you thank you for listening.
Many thanks to our data sir for delivering good and lastly nice presentation.
Thank you.
And if there is any interaction, please you tell at the end of the paper presentation. And next, may I request Dr. Sumona Das Madam for presenting her paper. And he will present in regards to artificial intelligence and modern day politics. So I request zero time manning there, the organizing principal also requesting us to someone briefly. So I request to make it as far as possible.
So good morning to everyone, respected chairperson of the dais and other dignitaries on the dais, other dignitaries, participants, teachers of this college, and everyone present here. So many things are being told and discussed today. So my earlier presentation was mind jamming like presentation. Everything was covered, everything was told. I think technical as well as non-technical. Apne non-technical ko bhi alag isliye. It was art like domain. But still, I'll put some light on that. And to side ko se short ho bolenge. So I'll just give some brief. Yeah. Yes. Sure. So as we know, it's a new domain and new things are being coming up in this scenario. So whatever little knowledge I have, I'll try to share. And I want more interaction. I'll just share some of the points. Just there in my PPT, whatever. So as we know that from healthcare to warfare, everyday education, health, everywhere AI has been used, and this political science or politics is not diverted from using AI. So here, what I try to project is that I have taken three important issues of political science. One is democracy, which has already been discussed elaborately in this house. Then secondly, in policy making, and thirdly, in international relations, which Dr. Prasad already been touched over. So when we talk about AI system in this modern day politics, it is perhaps the question that we have: what can be done? Because already it has been told, it has already been discussed, it has already been shown technically that it is already there in the society, it is already there in the politics, it is already been expanded everywhere. So what can be done, or what can be done, or what measures can be taken? So in this paper, I'd like to show what are the how it is influencing, as I've already told, in the three segments: democracy, public policy making, as well as international relation. Then I'll see how this can be cope up, how we can cope up this AI system and our modern day politics. So as we know that political parties are using, it has already been shown elaborately that how this AI are being used by political parties, how they customize message, they analyze data, predict voters' behavior, and boost campaign strategies. So whenever we listen our political leaders, say for example, when Narendra Modi say or address us, Man Ki Baat or something like that, we see that these are the messages which are created for us. But it is not so. The political leaders, they do not know us personally. Whatever they are doing on the basis of AI information, they are gathering from various sources. There are various technical names are there who are helping these political leaders as well as political parties to address us in such a way we think that these messages are being created for us. And in various campaigning situation, we see that in recent election of USA, they have used this various technologies or various methods, like in 2016 US election as well as in 2020 President Biden as well as President Trump has used this AI technology, and it is being done by Cambridge Analytica data. So Cambridge is an institution which is also helping the political leaders to use AI and how they can manipulate the data, how they can how they can influence the common people in various ways. So this is what I like to say, that how these are being penetrating in the day-to-day life and how we are going into the process gradually and in a very deeper way. Then we can also say that not only this say during campaign or during interaction with the political leaders, at the time of election also there are various kind of AI technologies are being used into our India, we used to say, and other countries are using from earlier also, like ballot return accuracy, national voter registration, which we already have. So in that way, this modern day democracy is being influenced by these AI techniques and AI politics. So where I am trying to give more importance on the growth of AI in governance or in policy formulation. As you know, the policy formulation is totally database analysis, which is through predictive modeling and social issues, and real-time monitoring is necessary. So in this diagram, what I try to show is that in policy making stage or in a governance stage, there are 5 very important stages are there. All the 5 stages are being hijacked by AI. So in first stage, if we talk about identification, in policy making stage, when the leaders as well as the administrators, when they try to make any, say, identify any kind of issue of any particular area or any particular people or a state or a region, it has been very quickly and efficiently done by AI. And while formulation also, the AI can help by various ways of providing them accurate data. Okay. Then in adoption also, how this formulation of data is being adapted can also be done very accurately. Whenever we see that somewhere there are certain problem, and when it is being formulated in a way where the leaders are not very much satisfied, at the very next day we see that it is being changed. So the adoption is also being influenced, then implementation of policies are also being manipulated by the leaders, and evaluation stage. As we know that public opinion is already being told very elaborately that how public opinion is being influenced by AI. So very easily in a blink of an eye they get the idea, they get the knowledge that whether this policy is being implemented properly or it is successful or unsuccessful, or whether people are satisfied or not. All these are being done very easily, very efficiently by the policymakers or in governance. Then third, what I like to put light on AI in international relations. So as we know that this is another very important aspect of modern day politics, international relations. So when we talk about international relation, it depends on various activities and various challenges, starting from climate change to cybersecurity threats. States are engaging themselves in trying to prove themselves superior than that of other states. So in this space also, AI helping improving data analysis, and which can provide decision support to the countries. It also predictive analytic and scenario planning can be done through AI, and when countries are signing any kind of bilateral agreements or treaties, this kind of analysis or planning play a very important role. Then language translation. Now language is not a bar for this international organizations or the states to maintain their relationship among themselves. Then also automation of routine tasks, because it is done very quickly, regularly on a regulated basis, that countries are connected to one another, and how this international relation have become very faster and efficient. Then it also enhances crisis management. Nowadays, the states are getting not only information but also help from various other countries of the world, because crisis management has become very easy. In a blink of an eye, one country gets the information from the other country and the type of crisis they are going through. It also reshapes the power relation between the powers. As we know that it's a power range between the big powers, as well as some small powers are also not lagging behind. They are also taking part in various power game, or that as a student of political science, we know that how Morgan has said that power is the ultimate objective of international relation, and how these countries are also playing this power game. And here also, AI play a very important role. As we know, the space is one of the very important domain of capturing power in international relation, and how the space are being captured, when the spaces are being assets, and when whichever country is capturing the space studies or space research become very powerful. Then advanced armed forces, in armed forces also this AI technologies are being used. We can mention about the drone cameras, we can mention about the modern technologies of information gathering, sending the different agents to different countries of the world, and how they can very easily send the messages quickly to their respected organization or the country. So it is an advancement of armed forces, the technologies in commercial sphere also. As we know that many of the Middle East countries as well as rich countries are using this technology to get the market position, and how this they are trying to prove themselves to be economically stronger, and even they have made themselves stronger by using AI technologies or information gathered from the market. And super innovations, as you know that countries are now dependent on innovations than super innovations. How China, Japan, they are involving super innovations which can think beyond innovation, which can think beyond machine, which can think beyond human information. So in that way, what we can see that international relation is also not lagging behind in using AI technologies. So when we talk about AI technology, it's good, it's everywhere, it is there. So far we have learned about how AI is being there everywhere in the society. It is there in politics, it is there in various other services and policy making. But if we are on the wrong side of AI, then what can happen? If the wrong messages are being given to the voters, if the wrong messages are given to the common people, if the wrong messages are given to public, then manipulate the administration of election. It can very easily manipulate the election campaign. It can very easily, can manipulate the human brain, human mind, their desire, opinion, etc. Then impersonation. Then say mimicry of one person by other. So it is very common nowadays. I'm someone and I'm mimicking someone else. And how these leaders as well as common men are projected in such a way that they can get good impression from others. So if we do not understand that it is an impersonate projection of the character, then it is very dangerous for us. Then it may also discourage the voters. Sometimes some kind of impression are being made in such situation that during vote or after the voting, due to recent US election the Biden has given some clip which is actually AI generated. There was something, crisis is going on in that particular booth, and no one should go and cast their vote in that particular area. Some people divert from self for not going in that place for voting. So that way, maybe this is one of the ways that how Biden got less number of votes. This is one of the my observation. Then it may propagate false election result, exit poll, opinion poll. If it has been done, then people are very much discouraged and mismanaged. Then it may also treat to integrity of democratic process. Recently you have seen that AI avatar of Imran Khan and AI avatar of Karunanidhi, who is already dead. Then AI avatar of Sukarno of Indonesia, who is already dead, and they are campaigning for the recent election. So it is totally unethical and undemocratic that where people are not the person is not present and people are propagating or doing campaign in the name of that particular person. So it is totally undemocratic. So finally, my concluding observation is that, as I have already told, there is already there in human society, in us, in our mind, in our in our day-to-day life, whatever we are using today, everything is AI based. So the thing is that how we have to find out a solution, how we can go hand in hand with AI. For that, we need a balanced maintenance of AI between governance and democratic policies, as well as it's vital for the governance with AI. And for that purpose, the civil servants as well as common people must be aware there are AI which are being used, and it may work some regulatory framework that promote integrating diverse data sources to avoid some biased outcome. We should know what is wrong, right, and what is wrong, and where the AI is being used, where it is not, and there must be some transparency in implementation of transparent algorithms, where many of the papers are talking about this transparent algorithms, which should be faultless for the faultless implication of various policies. And it may also, in policy making situation, it may build trust among the common person, people and the administrators for safe, responsible and effective policy making, then detecting patterns in huge and complex data set, and it needs the right context of operating model. The thing is that it is decided by how we can use AI. So human being is over everything. So it is us who will decide what is good, what is bad, and how we can control AI. Because AI has been created by human being, and how it can dominate the human being. So we should have the courage to dominate AI so that we can use it for the positive purpose of it in various societal as well as political economic situation. Thank you.
The professor of PDUAM College, Dr. Sumona Das Madam, and I thank her for her paper present. Very nice. And now, may I request Academic Registrar, Madam University, Lakhimpur, Dr. Limpon Bara, to present his paper. And he will describe emerging governance through artificial intelligence, a paradigm shift.
So, good afternoon to you all. Respected chairperson and other dignitaries present on the dais. Lot has been told to all of us regarding AI and its system. Since I am a person of academic administration, so my topic will basically focus on the governance system of the higher educational institutes. How the AI is helpful for running the administration and the governance of higher educational institutions. So, imagining governance through AI. My topic will focus the imagining governance of higher educational governance through AI. Because a lot of change has been there with the upcoming of AI in the governance system, basically with the higher educational systems like university and colleges. So right transforming the landscape of governance. So, as it has already been told by my earlier speakers, that there is a lot of data is being developed, and this data, based on that data, basically the AI works. So data-driven insights already been told. Automated tasks. Automated tasks means AI can do something for which we will not need human resource in near future. I'm giving an example, a simple example, because we all know that like Zomato or other Swiggy. So when we order through Zomato and Swiggy, a person used to come in a vehicle and he used to deliver. Right? There is a concept called pizza delivery that if the person used to be late by 10 minutes, you have to supply the free pizza. I have recently visited Kanpur, where they are delivering, the Zomato is delivering the pizza and other through drones. There is no need of human resource right now. See, the whole governance system is changing day by day. Why? Because the use of human resource and the use of artificial intelligence, the time which it is taking is basically the time resource. They are delivering the pizza or other chow mein, everything through Zomato by drone. And it has been controlled through it. So see how the human brain has been what is called doing, or how the human being has been subsidized by the use of human resources. Now personalized services. So AI, what can AI do? AI can tailor services to individual needs. Tailor individual needs. For example, I am giving a simple example. Since we are all from educational institute, I am from university, you are from college. So suppose I want to give a lecture, and I am suppose for example Professor Jyotiraj Pathak wants to give a lecture, but he was not able to read last night due to his personal reasons. For example, okay, now I have just half an hour with me, and I have to deliver the lecture in the class in some particular topic, and I have to deliver it in Assamese. Let us take the help of the tool, Google AI or Gemini. You just give your prompt, it will deliver your lecture. Just in few seconds, either in 20 to 25 seconds, it will deliver you the whole lecture. What do you want to speak? And why it is possible? It is possible because a lot of data is there in AI. Now you want to speak in Assamese, you want to speak in Marathi, you want to speak in other languages. Give the prompt in AI. You generate the lecture in your local language. There is another tool, Edpuzzle. You give your prompt, that lecture, paste it in Edpuzzle, you will give a schematic diagrammatic representation of anything. So see the use of AI in the whole educational system. Shortening the time. And it also make your presentation, make your lecture more perceptive, more attractive. Since we are from higher educational institute like me and sir, so how the AI is basically helping us? AI is basically helping us because we all know that the whole admission system of the government of Assam 2 or 3 years back, it is manual system. All the educational institutes are doing by their own. Now the whole admission system is in summer code. In a click of second, you will get the whole data of the particular student, from father's name to Aadhaar card to everything. And that is what is helping in our NAC That is what helping in our assessing the students. Whole examination system, we are doing in that portal itself. That is the advancement of basically the AI. Earlier, we have to call the student, give your Aadhaar number, give your address, give your phone number. Now everything is in a click of a second. So administration, AI is basically enhancing the whole higher educational governance system. But so now I am coming to my original topic, that is imagining ACI governance for AI, the paradigm shift. Next slide. So current landscape of higher educational institute governance. I will show you the higher educational governance and also the scenario of higher educational governance through AI in the hours sequence. I will show you that. So, since the traditional approach and the approach which has been there with the helping of AI, now since I have given one traditional approach of the system is the simple admission system of our higher education. Now, the advancement of technology and advancement of data as well as the AI, we can generate, we can do the whole student process in a click of a second. So AI definition is already given. I am giving the AI definition in terms of higher educational institute. So AI can be used to streamline administrative processes, personalize learning experiences, analyze large data sets, and enhance research data, contributing to improved efficiency and effectiveness in higher educational institutions. So this is the AI definition in higher educational institutes. So next slide. Next. So data-driven decision making in higher educational resource allocation. So when in higher educational institute, the administrator want to make a decision, that decision is basically based on the data which is available. Now suppose, for example, we want to increase our enrollment. For example, we want to increase our enrollment. So in that case, how we can increase our enrollment is that the data or the students who are not able to take admission in the last cycle of admissions, that data is with us. That data is with us, and through that data, we can communicate to those students that if you have not taken admissions, let us take admission in PDUAM DALGAON. Our learning experiences has been changed with the development of technology, with the development of AI. I have given one example of Gemini. There are other what is called tools like Neptune. You give everything. Suppose, for example, you want to make one research project, or you want to make one project of your dissertation project. Use that tool. Use that AI tool. It will design your project like anything. One example has been given that when you want to frame your sentences and you are not able to frame the sentences to give a particular your publication in an international journal, you take the help of AI. These are certain tools which will help you in the near future and in your research. So, how it will help? It will help in strategic planning, it will help in budgeting, and it will help in the whole infrastructure. That is what? That is how the administration runs. The AI is helping because AI can help for making the strategic planning. There are different tools where a administrator can take the help of those tools for making the strategic plan. The strategy to run the institute, the strategy to run the higher educational institute. So this is one type of help of AI. So next slide. So these are opportunities of AI in ACI governance. Streamlined operations. I have given one example of streamlined operation is that our admission system has been streamlined by the use of someone. Because from everyone, if the student is there and he wants to take admission in PDUAM DALGAON and, for example, he is not getting he is not able to come physically, he is there in Tamil Nadu for certain medical reasons, he can fill up the form from that someone. Streamlining the operations. And admission is one of the systems which has been streamlined by the use of AI. Hence, our enrollment has increased. Our learning experiences has increased. For example, for a teacher, there is a what is called AI-based technology which is called as learning management system. Where the teacher can generate his topic the way he thinks. See, there is a thing is that when you are using AI, because human mind is above AI, so there are certain things that how you will give the command in the word of AI. It is called as prompt. How you will give the prompt. That how attractive the way you will give the prompt, your answer will be more attractive. So for that, there are certain tools where you can generate your prompt also. That is prompt genie. You give your prompt, you give your thinking in prompt genie, he will generate the prompt, give it in Google Gemini, and he will create your lecture. He will create your presentation. The whole governance system. I want to give a presentation in suppose in the finance division, and this is my thing is that certain data is with me, and I want to present. Now I will give this command to the Google to the Gemini. He will make the presentation. Wait, because AI is helpful for everything, but how you will use depends upon it. Personalized learning. The learning experience has been changed. I've given two examples. One is Gemini and another is Cat Puzzle. Use it. If you want to learn, use it. You will able to do. You will able to learn and you are able to do anything with the help of AI. Because AI is database. It is basically a database with lot of data. Throughout the world, the data is present. Use it. Use for your help. Recent advancements are there. So, next slide. Addressing governance challenges in higher education. Diversity and inclusion. Ensuring equitable representation and opportunities for all stakeholders. Sometimes, due to certain or other reasons, all the stakeholders of a particular higher educational institute are not satisfied, are not given the particular importance which he or she requires. In that case, the AI will help us. Financial sustainability, technological advancement, public trust and accountability. I've already told you, and my earlier speakers have told about the trust and accountability. That depends upon the human mind. How you will use that particular AI. Because there are certain ethical concerns with AI, and that has to be dealt by the person himself, which is using that particular AI tool or the use of it. Next slide. So current challenges in ACI governance in India. the data silos and manual processing. I have already given the manual processing, the days are gone. We are in the era of AI. Resource constraints. So how AI can transform? Next slide. How AI can transform the ACI governance and the key opportunities. Automation and efficiency, I have already told. Data-driven insight and personalized learning. For example, I'm giving one more example of personalized learning, where you can personalize your learning as a student. There are certain AI tools. For example, we want to, for example, all of us are more or less 70 or 80% students are from English medium level, right? So in that case, we want to write a paper or we want to write something in our own language. Suppose I am a Kharbi student. I want to write that particular topic or particular lesson in Kharbi. You can take the help of AI in that case. You can take the help of AI. And also you can cross-check the things, because I have already told you that certain things are associated with that ethical concern. When we are using AI, the prime concern is that, is this plagiarized? Is this plagiarized? But the thing is that you can cross-check those things also by using the use of AI. Certain tools are there. Suppose, for example, the most advanced plagiarism software which has been used by most of the higher educational institutes like Turnitin. Turnitin is now AI-based. Turnitin is now AI-based because it uses the lot of databases, Crossref or other things, where you will be able to analyze the particular your data with the. Hence, the ethical concern depends upon how you will use that particular tool or the use of AI. So, I will present one more slide and then I will complete my lecture. I will please go ahead with some more slides one by one. This one. Administrative leadership and accountability. When a person is there in administration, the person is more or less accountable. Accountable to all the stakeholders who are associated with particular higher educational institute. Accountability. So, how? See, one thing is there. Every college, every university is now preparing a document, and that document is becoming a public document. And by that document, the other stakeholders or laymen like me is able to visualize that particular higher educational institute. And that document is called as IDP. I hope everyone has heard this term. IDP, Institutional Development Plan. And that has to be submitted to the government of Assam. Based on that institutional development plan, the government of Assam is releasing the funds to higher educational institutions. The more stronger the institutional development plan, more stronger the institution reflection in the government sector. So that is what the vision and strategy. So how I can take the help of AI in preparing a more visualized institutional development plan. So that as an administrator, I can gain or I can earn more and more funds to my institute and to run my institute properly. Then second is the resource allocation. managing budget, allocating resources effectively, and ensuring financial sustainability. Because earlier we are not able to analyze the financial situation, but with the help of AI, we can able to predict the financial situation of my institute in the near future. Then performance measurement. As you all know, that 2026 already CM has declared that you will get the candidature based on your merit. Merit means not the academic merit, the merit of your performance. Merit of your performance. So when you are analyzing the performance of a particular individual, how you will perform? How will you analyze that? You can help, you can take the help of it. So the whole higher educational governance has been changed. I have other slides to present, but since there is a time constraint, I am concluding my thing. The whole higher educational governance, in the terms of university, in the terms of a college, the use of AI has already bring a revolution in the whole system, and the administration is becoming more and more transparent. The thing is that how will you use the AI is the ethical concern of yourself, and how the institute use the AI for its benefit is the ethical concern of the higher education. So with these words, I would like to thank the whole administration and the organizers to give me opportunity to present my views with the yeah. Thank you.
So, thanks to Bonasai for his good and nicely presentation. And time and concern is there. So I request all the candidates if there are any interaction. So I should try during the period of the lunch or after lunch during the beginning of the second session. So it will as because this is the lunch time, so I request all the participants don't take otherwise. And I conclude the first session now. So respected research person and my guest in the seminar and participant, respected participant. So I think that this seminar for our college, is a very major one, and we improve the academic and intellectual direction. As because many person from different disciplines is coming here